Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, September 5th, 2019. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss, and here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. For the first time in over the month, price has pushed through the 2940, 2950 zone and even gotten beyond 2960. We're at 63 quarter right now. 2960, as we know, has been this major level between the bulls and the bears here, where you've had bulls defending back over here, price goes offer, then bears defending over here. We have 2960 has been an incredible area of resistance throughout the last 5 weeks, and just in the recent session here, price had everything it needed to really fail back below the previous session's high, back below the previous month's close, but the market was resilient, pushed higher into the close, and finished strong. And this is when we mentioned yesterday in the trading room that this may actually see an upside break right now. And so we're seeing that upside break here, pre-market trading. It's going to be very important to see, can price hold the 2950 pivot. So in intraday trading right now, price pushes through the 2950 level, comes back to 2950, and is currently sitting, right here. So that 2950 is very, very important. Breaking back below that level would open up quite a rejection here that could lead prices back down. If price is able to hold 2950, then that could be pretty significant, as this thing is not too far away from an all-time high and a retest of the recent key range high, 30.29.5. So this is going to be very important. Again, 2950 is going to be the key level to watch on an intraday basis today. If we take a look at the NQ, you'll notice here very similar price action. This one is up 1.1%. It is above 7,800 and into the 7,800 to 7,850 zone of resistance here. That's where prior support was until it went offered. Then it became resistance. So we're still in the danger zone here, but this has been a pretty solid rally to begin the month. We had a quiet trading day on Monday, a breakout to the upside, and a continuation today here, Thursday. So this was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now price is testing that important zone. Again, very similar to the ES, the level to watch here would be 77.70. 77.70 on an intraday basis has the current recent pivot low. So price pushes through, makes 77.70 support, and is now higher. A break of that level could open up quite a bit of weakness down the road. Staying above that level would suggest more sideways to up type of behavior. So right now we are inside that major area of resistance for another big test. Is this going to lead to a failure, or is price going to continue higher? 77.70 is going to be the key level to watch here intraday. If we take a look at crude oil, this one's up about 0.25% right now, trading mostly range bound in the day time frame. On the intraday time frame for the day, you're seeing just 45% of normal range. So you see this little range here. Big, strong move higher. Again, this was on a failed low below the previous week's low. And just a couple of days later, we are already back to the top of the range. Remember, 57s are very important resistance here. 57 is basically this line that comes across here. Rejected it to begin August, rejected it, got within 15 ticks or so and rejected it, and now here we are again. So 57 is going to be very important. You can see this upper line that comes across the top, lower line here. This thing has been very compressed. At some point, again, later on in the month, we may be looking at downward selling pressure here heading into the end of the year. So again, if we see any major rejection up here in the 57s, that could be another opportunity to turn this thing back down. So right now the flow is short term to the upside with a digestive day today, but again, watch 57s for signs of rejection. Lastly, taking a look at gold futures. This one pushed to a new high yesterday. We had the pullback into the trigger zone, a good continuation day. One thing we mentioned yesterday with regards to gold was to watch the previous high here down to the midpoint. We mentioned if that level holds, it could be a nice continuation day here, and it was. Hit new highs, 1566.20 now, but again, still has more room to run. It has been mostly a week and a half sideways, and that could lead to energy that leads to an upside break and continuation toward 1585. Again, I've mentioned before, even if price were to pull back into the pivot range for the month, say somewhere between 1515 and 1520, that could still be a great buying opportunity for a continuation. We haven't seen many of those deep pullbacks in this chart, so we may not see a move into the pivot range, but overall any pullback still remains buying opportunity, and this market continues to build out for a continuation toward the next upside target. We have 1585 to 1600, which is going to be the next target to reach for gold. Alright, that is it for now. We'll see how this develops the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.